Now, listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you. In the 40s, if you take the names of the top 10 richest people in the world, you won't find any names from Asia or Africa. Similarly, if you check the winners of the Nobel Prize from 1945 to 1960, you won't find any Asians. However, if you look at the statistics from the last decade, you'll find a lot of Asian names among the world's billionaires and Nobel laureates. Why is this? Because Western countries were able to gain power after World War II, but now their dominance is ending. The era of Eastern countries is beginning. Today, Asian students top the list of people with the highest IQ. They win the most Nobel Prizes. They earn the most degrees and have the most inventions patented worldwide. So the question is, why do Asian brains have such high IQ levels? Through extensive research, scientists finally discovered 3 secrets behind the Asian brain's high IQ, and these secrets have been passed down to them for thousands of years. Secret No. 1 is, their brains are designed differently. Several studies have shown that there are physical differences between the Asian and Caucasian brains. On average, the Asian brain is slightly larger than the Caucasian brain. The cortex occupies a bigger part of the brain in Asians, while the Caucasian brain has a bigger cerebellum. The cortex is the part of the brain that controls higher functions like language, reasoning, and memory. The cerebellum is the part that controls balance, movement, and motor skills. This means Asians have better cognitive abilities and memory than Caucasians, while Caucasians have better physical abilities and motor skills. For example, you might have noticed that Asians are better at solving math problems, memorizing things, and understanding complicated ideas. On the other hand, Caucasians are better at sports that require physical ability and motor skills like basketball. So if you want to have a high IQ, realize that your brain structure plays a major role. If you're an Asian, then congratulations, because nature has given you a head start. Secret number 2 is, Asians have special genes. Harvard Medical School researchers conducted a study on twins. They wanted to know if genetics played a role in determining intelligence. To reach this conclusion, they used monozygotic twins. Monozygotic twins develop from a single fertilized egg, which makes them genetically identical. The study revealed that genetics play an important role in determining intelligence. If one twin had a high IQ, the other twin would have a high IQ too. This suggests that Asian children may have inherited higher intelligence from their ancestors. After the invention of the polymerase chain reaction technology in the 1980s, scientists compared the DNA of humans from around the world. This led to a shocking discovery. There was a gene called ASPM that was highly active in the brains of Asian babies. ASPM is a gene that plays a vital role in the development of the cerebral cortex, the area of the brain responsible for complex functions like reasoning, language, and memory. ASPM is active in the brains of everyone, but its activity in Asian brains is exceptionally high. And that's because Asian babies inherit special genes from their ancestors that make the ASPM gene more active. This helps them learn languages faster and increases their ability to memorize and reason. Plus, studies show that the more active the ASPM gene, the more developed the brain's prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making, attention, and social behavior. Another study showed that the more active the ASPM gene, the higher the cranial capacity, which means a larger brain that can process more information. Secret number 3 is special food. Asians have special diets that help them increase their IQ. If you observe carefully, you'll notice that in Asian countries, everyone starts their day with breakfast that includes grains like rice and wheat. Both rice and wheat contain a chemical called oryzolinine. Studies show that this chemical increases the connection between the neurons in the brain. Moreover, it has been found that those who eat oryzolin regularly have a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. It is a neurotoxin that kills brain cells, causing dementia and memory loss. That's why eating oryzolin regularly is considered preventative. Second, Asians eat fish regularly. Fish contains omega-3 fatty acids, which are crucial for brain function and development. These fatty acids help support cognitive growth and can even prevent learning disabilities. Omega-3 fatty acids also reduce the risk of depression and improve sleep quality. Experts recommend consuming at least 2 servings of fish per week for a healthy diet. Third, Asians drink green tea. Green tea contains phytochemicals called polyphenols, which protect the brain from damage caused by stress and aging. Polyphenols also enhance brain function and memory. The caffeine in green tea also stimulates brain activity. Drinking green tea is like giving your brain a natural boost. Fourth, Asians consume soy products. Soybeans contain isoflavones, plant compounds that improve blood flow to the brain. This gives your brain enough nutrients and oxygen to function optimally. Isoflavones have also been linked with improved memory and reduced risk of dementia. 5. Asians eat walnuts. Walnuts contain omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants. Antioxidants help fight free radicals in the body, which cause cell damage. Free radicals can affect the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for learning and memory. By reducing oxidative stress, walnuts protect the hippocampus and improve memory. So if you want to increase your IQ, you must incorporate these foods into your daily diet. Let me tell you something. It's all over the world. Asians are topping the charts in terms of education, income, and intellectual achievements. They're earning the most money, getting the most patents, and winning the most awards. But why is this happening? Why are Asians so successful? Before we discuss the reasons for Asian supremacy, let's look at some facts. Around 60% of the world's population lives in Asia. Asia has 4.7 billion people. Out of these, only 58 million are highly educated. This means that only 1.2% of the population is highly educated. Despite this, Asian students rank first globally in mathematics and science. What is even more surprising is that they achieve this without putting in twice as much effort as others. Researchers from the University of California analyzed data from the Trends in International Mathematics and Science study. This study compared the math skills of 4th and 8th grade students from 64 countries. The study found that Asian students outperform students from other regions. Surprisingly, they do this by spending less time studying. On average, Asian students spend 4.5 hours a week on homework, while OECD students spend 6 hours a week. The interesting thing is that despite doing less homework, Asian students outperform others. So the question is, what secret method do they use to learn quickly? Or how do they achieve higher grades without putting in extra effort? The answer lies in the traditional education systems of Asian countries. Every country has its own education system, but the main goal of every education system is the same: to teach the students effectively. When researchers analyzed the education systems of Asian countries, they found that there are some common factors among them, factors that help students learn faster. The first factor is harmony education. In Asian countries, there is a deep sense of harmony between teachers and students. Teachers enjoy great respect in society, and students believe that teachers are there to guide them. They know that teachers want them to succeed and are ready to do whatever it takes to help them. Such mutual harmony between teachers and students helps to establish an emotional connection. And once a good emotional connection is established, learning becomes easier. The second factor is strong work ethic. Asian parents teach their children that hard work is the key to success. They teach them to work tirelessly until they achieve their goals. And this strong work ethic enables them to become successful. The third factor is group work. Most Asian countries prioritize group work over individual achievement. Students are encouraged to work together and learn from one another. This approach fosters collaboration and communication skills, preparing them for real-world situations where teamwork is essential. The fourth factor is rote learning. Rote learning is a traditional method of learning in which students memorize facts, rules, and procedures. Asian countries like China and Japan utilize this method extensively. Rote learning helps students grasp fundamental concepts, and once they have a solid foundation, they can explore advanced topics. This approach ensures that students build a strong base of knowledge upon which they can expand. Factor 5 is strict discipline. Discipline is highly valued in Asian cultures. Students are expected to follow rules, show respect, and take responsibility for their actions. Strict discipline helps maintain order in classrooms and enables students to focus on learning rather than distractions. Factor 6 is family involvement. Parents in Asian countries actively participate in their children's education. They monitor their progress, provide support, and ensure that they complete their homework. This close involvement creates a conducive learning environment. Family involvement also sends a clear message to the child that education is a top priority. These 6 factors contribute to the effectiveness of the education system in Asian countries, helping students learn faster and achieve higher grades. These methods have helped Asia dominate the world. Asians are currently dominating the world. They've gained power in all sectors, and their influence can be seen everywhere. Some people are happy about this, and some are not. But this dominance has raised an important question. Will Asian countries continue to dominate the world in the future, or will they lose power again like the West? If you want to know the answer to this question, then click on this video and prepare to be shocked.